You're about to be flooded with marathon gameplay reactions. So here is everything we know about Bungie's most ambitious new release of 2025 before the floodgates open. It's been 29 years since the release of the original Marathon, and now Bungie is rewriting the rules of PvP shooters. You're a cybernetic merc called a runner, dropping into a hostile alien world to fight other players, steal their loot, and extract before someone turns you into a cautionary tale. It's sci-fi Tarkov, it's Destiny's edgy cousin, and it might be Bungie's boldest move yet. Here is everything we know about Marathon so far. Marathon is Bungie's upcoming sci-fi PvP extraction shooter. Yes, another extraction shooter, but hold on, this one's just a tad bit different, I promise. You play as a runner, basically a cyberpunk loot goblin with cybernetic implants and a death wish, exploring the planet Tau Ceti 4, looking for alien artifacts, juicy data, and probably a reason to be mad in the lore later down the road. It's PvP focused, no single player campaign, but Bungie swears the story will still unfold through player actions. So if Chad and his squad wipe the server doing the fucking Macarena, that might actually matter to the narrative of the story, which is insane to think about. The devs are calling it a persistent world with evolving zones, high-stake extractions, and a competitive sandbox that rewards creative strategies, which is just corporate for you will be third-partied while looting, and we know you will cry about it later. In short, it's not a remake of the original Marathon, it's a full-on reimagining, same universe, new rules, lots of bullets. So what is Bungie cooking with this one exactly? According to them, Marathon is built around competitive persistence, which sounds like a sweaty way to say your actions matter even if you get clapped. They want a living, reactive world where player choices shape the story over time. Not in a you choose a blue dialogue option way, but in a server-wide consequences kind of way. Think factions rising, areas changing, maybe even missions disappearing if nobody survives long enough to finish them. Bungie has said that they're focused on tight gunplay, smart movement, and that trademark feel that they've perfected since Halo. Basically, if this game doesn't have some of the cleanest headshots in the genre, they're gonna get roasted immediately. Also worth noting, Marathon is being built in full PvP first mode. This is not Destiny with PvP stapled onto the front of it. It's extraction, it's sweaty, and it's Bungie going all in on something brand new for the first time in a whole decade. Ambitious, yes. Risky, 100%. But if they land it, it's game over for half of the genre and maybe even half of the entire industry. All right, let's talk gameplay, or at least what we think gameplay is. We haven't seen any raw footage yet, but Bungie's dropped enough buzzwords to start drawing lines. It's a PvP extraction shooter, which means drop in, fight other players, loot stuff that probably has lore attached, then get the fuck out before someone with better aim or worse morals ends your whole career. You'll be customizing your runner with cybernetic upgrades, gear, and whatever loot you manage to bring out alive. Expect builds, expect min-maxing, expect sweaty forums debating over optic stabilization module MK2 is busted or not. There's talk of evolving maps and persistent zones, which sounds like Tarkov met the Division in a dimly lit server room. Bungie claims your actions impact the world, but that might just mean that your stepbrother beats you to the refrigerator for the leftovers. We really do not know yet. And of course, the gunplay is being hyped to Destiny tier levels. Clean, crisp, satisfying, unless they mess it up, in which case we'll all pretend we never cared anyway. TLDR, it's a tactical looter shooter with sci-fi drip, sweaty energy, and that sweet Bungie polish. Hopefully. All right, let's talk about the vibes, because Marathon is dripped out in the kind of sci-fi weirdness that makes you feel like you accidentally joined a cult. This is technically the same universe as the original Marathon trilogy from the 90s, but this is not a remake. It is a reboot in spirit. The core concepts are back. AI going rogue, mysterious alien tech, humanity being less than ideal. We're on Tau Ceti 4, a hostile exoplanet full of ancient secrets, possibly sentient environments, and definitely some corporations doing illegal things with robots. Sound kind of familiar? You play as a runner, which is like a cybernetic treasure hunter, but with extra nihilism baked in. You don't just loot stuff, you're part of a larger evolving story shaped by the collective decisions of the player base. And the aesthetic, bright, clean, and sterile, but with an uncomfortable undertone. Think Destiny, but less space magic and more corporate dystopia with neon wires in your veins. Now, let's pump the brakes for just a second because there's still a lot that we do not know, and honestly, that's kind of part of the fun. For starters, we still haven't seen a second of actual gameplay, not a screenshot of someone failing to extract under fire. So while the concept sounds spicy, we're all still kind of hoping Bungie isn't pulling we just wanted to show you the box art move, now give us your money. Then there's a big question mark: monetization. Will Bungie go full Destiny with a battle pass, cosmetics, pay to win hackers in a trench coat? Who knows? They've hinted at a player driven economy, which is just fancy corporate speak for someone's going to try to sell you gear at some point. Also, how many players per match? Will this be small squad, big stakes, Tarkov style? Or are we looking at massive multiplayer servers like PlanetSide? How customizable will the runner be? Is it going to be a loot grind fest, or are we actually going to find some kind of middle ground in extraction shooters for the first time ever? So yeah, there's still a lot we don't know, but like I mentioned before, that's what the fun is all about. We're diving into the unknown with Bungie. Just hope they've packed a parachute. So here we are. After everything we've seen, Marathon could be a total game changer, or it could just be another Anthem, and honestly, we're all praying it's the first one. Bungie's got a track record for nailing multiplayer games, and if they can take that Destiny magic, tighten it up, and throw it into a brutal fast-paced extraction shooter, it could be the next big thing for the gaming industry. Hype meter time on a scale of, it's just another shooter, to I'm already planning my runner build, I'm sitting at a solid 7 out of 10. Why not higher, you ask? Well, the unknowns still outweigh the knowns. Gameplay hasn't been fully revealed. Monetization's a mystery, and we've all seen devs make bold claims only to fall flat on their fucking face. But if Bungie delivers, if the gunplay is smooth, the stakes are high, and the world feels alive, we could be looking at one of the best PvP shooters in the past decade. The marathon starts now. I'll be streaming the gameplay reveal this Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific / 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you want real-time breakdowns, memes, chaos, pull up. We're going deep. Hit that sub button and check out the links in the description if you're riding with me for this game, because this is just the beginning. The marathon has only begun. Don't miss the drop.